Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 5th of May, 2024. Happy Cinco de Mayo for those who celebrate it. I just don't. But also, my React Day of the Week, where all day long I basically do different kinds of React content on my alternate channels, DSP React and DSP Throwback, rather than any gameplay here on DSP Gaming. And so, let's talk about how today went, shall we? First of all, podcast today had various topics discussed, including a new bug on YouTube that is making it that the at channel name references don't work anymore. So, for example, if you're trying to go to a YouTube channel and it doesn't have one of those legacy links where you can just say, oh, youtube.com/DSPGaming, like this channel has, because it's been around for 14 years. Basically, any other channel that's been around for less than that basically needs to have a big convoluted web address to actually get to. And no one's ever going to remember that. It's a combination of letters and numbers and symbols. So they basically 2 years ago instituted these new abbreviations. It's like an at symbol, like you're on Twitter, like at they call me DSP, my Twitter account. So it'd be at and then a actual a name of your channel. So for DSP Reacts, it's at DSP Reacts. For DSP Throwback, it's at DSP Throwback. They don't work anymore. If you go to do that, anything related to that, it gives you a 404 page error. So my DSP Gaming channel is fine because it's so old, it has the actual physical address of DSP Gaming and it just loads that. But my other channels, if you try to use those links, don't work at all. So this busted all of my links with Nightbot, all links everywhere. So I had to go crazy trying to fix them. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for YouTube to fix this, but it's already been like this for 2 days. And I get the feeling they're not even aware it's going on. Good luck trying to give them feedback on it because there's nowhere to do that. So hopefully they'll fix this in their code and it won't be a big issue. But just to forewarn anyone out there, if you're subscribed to a channel, still works. You'll still get notifications. You'll still see the videos. The channel still exists. You can find them in YouTube search. You can watch the videos, but you can't find them by the at symbols anymore. Pretty freaking annoying, okay? Outside of that discussion, tons of other things, including an update on the Helldivers 2 situation in game news, and just a nice interactive podcast. It went pretty well. Had a good time. And then we went over to DSP Reacts for my weekly show, DSP versus the Internet, where I watch a variety of clips as submitted by the channel members. And this week, man, it was an interesting variety of stuff. I mean, without spoiling too much, documentaries about the recovery of a former boxer who had physical disability, information about, like countdowns of games and stuff like that, food videos, stuff like, stuff about other countries, a ton of stuff, like a good variety of stuff, comedy skits, everything was in there. And it was a really good show. And we almost watched every video. I think there was only one video we didn't get to this week. So actually, we're kind of hitting that sweet spot where the videos are varied and interesting, and we're almost getting through all of them. If you want to be a part of that fun, by all means, please become a member today of that channel and help support the effort. Speaking of which, support was very good today on DSP Reacts. And it was different things. There were some super chats, there were some memberships, and a bunch of tips too. Awesome, and thank you guys for that. The late stream tonight was the continuation of my Retro React series on the Walking Dead Season 1 Telltale game over on my DSP Throwback channel. And man, we had a good time. And it's funny because that channel does not get a lot of viewership, okay? Each video gets maybe between 100, 200 views. Sometimes they go up to 300 views, tops, I'm not getting a ton of attention on that channel. It's more for posterity purposes and for big-time, long-time fans of my content. But dudes, let me tell you, we have a great time on these streams. Watching back, The Walking Dead is super fun. I don't remember the plot, so it's actually like rewatching this game for the first time ever almost. And having a live audience to talk with during it is awesome. And again, people love this so much, the nostalgic vibes. Support was great. So I'm loving doing these React Sundays. They're working out well. I'm glad that the DSP Reacts channel bounced back this week. If you remember last week, we had a really slow React stream. This week, it was the opposite. And then even the Retro React stuff is going well. The only thing I need feedback on, what should the next Retro React be? Right now, we have a couple candidates. Return to Dark Souls 1. I only played one session of Dark Souls 1. I should say I only watched one session of Dark Souls 1 way back when in like February when we started these streams. I would love to go back to that and watch the next one. Or perhaps someone suggested my original Metal Gear Solid 1 run on the PlayStation 1 from like ages and ages ago. I honestly don't even remember it. So maybe that would be entertaining just to see what it is. It's fascinating to see. I'm sure I sucked at it, right? People are trying to come up with some other candidates. Some people say like BioShock 1, Assassin's Creed 2, maybe an Uncharted game. What we need to do is figure out 4 candidates by next week's Retro React stream, because while I'm finishing The Walking Dead next week, I want to put up the poll for the next Retro React so we can figure out what it'll be the week after, okay? So overall, a really awesome, fun, full, and well-supported and well-engaged React Day. Thank you for that. Monday, tomorrow, May 6th, there will be a podcast in the morning on DSPGaming, and then there will be a stream of Another Crab's Treasure, continuing on with the Souls-like atmosphere and the very challenging gameplay. However, that is the only stream I'm doing tomorrow, reason being, number 1, I need the night time to film my private patron React videos for the month, and number 2, I do have some monthly stuff that I need to do behind the scenes for the business. I'll just take the opportunity to do it all along with those private videos, get it all done, so that way we can come back to full days of gameplay streaming starting on Tuesday. So, we'll see how it goes, but I hope you will join me tomorrow for the podcast and Another Crab's Treasure. Remember, we will get back to full-time gaming streaming on Tuesday with Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6, okay? Everyone, thank you. An outstanding full day of streaming today. Lots of fun reacting. Had a great time. Check out the vids. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.